Hello, friends and foes, lovers and haters. Welcome to Missing, a crime story in anime style made in RPG Maker. Who is missing? Who is the hero? Who is the villain? Maybe we will never find out. I am you. Hehe. What are you laughing at? I added your Polaroid to my notebook. I don't look good in that photo though. You are right. You look scared. No, look. It's like you're preserved here in my notes forever. Isn't that cool? I guess that's a nice thought, right? I hope we can look back on this summer in the years to come and reminiscence over the good old days. I hope we stay friends forever. I fear this hope is in vain. What happened? Your friend has been missing for over a week now. That's a quite long time. The local police weren't getting anywhere with their search. It's a small town and missing people cases like this are rare and far between. You guess that the lack of progress made in their investigations were due to the fact that they were ill-equipped to handle something like this. Or maybe they were just incompetent. So, you decided to take matters into your own hands. Isn't this deadly? Isn't this dangerous? You've had your suspicions. In fact, you'd been suspicious of him for a while. It wasn't based on anything concrete. He's well liked in the community and seems to be a normal guy. It was just an uncomfortable gut feeling. Why is that? Are you hungry? And so, you find yourself standing outside a small house on the outskirts of the town. It's beautiful. I like watercolors. You look down into your notebook. The plan was to enter his home under the guise of an official investigation. Is this that easy? Is this legal? You'd have to impersonate a detective, which might get you in trouble if discovered. But if all goes well, you'd be able to collect the evidence you'd need to find out what happened to your friend. Or maybe you were wrong. Maybe he's innocent and you are just blowing things out of proportion all because of a gut feeling. Yeah, you should definitely eat more. You look back up at the house. It's a simple one-story building and it looks quite homely. There are plants and other trinkets decorating the patio, and the lawn is neatly kept. You feel a small pang of guilt for intruding on such a peaceful-looking home. But that feeling slowly morphs into a sensation of fear. Yes, I am so afraid. I should piss off immediately. There's a chill running down your spine as you approach the front door. You stand outside, shifting from one foot to the other. This is it. Should you continue? It's not too late to back out now. Okay, my life is the most important thing I have. So I'm very sorry, my friend, that I will back out. You bit your lips nervously. This was a bad idea. I think so too. There are so many things that could go wrong. For all you'd know, he could be completely innocent. You'd be accusing him of a crime he didn't do and trespassing into his private property. On top of that, you'd definitely get into some legal trouble if you were found impersonating an authority figure. Head hanging low, you step back from the door. For a moment, your friend's smiling face flashes in your head. You take one last look at the house and then you leave. Ending 1. They call me a coward. Thank you for this charming compliment. Now I will show you my bravery. I won't leave. I will continue. Maybe it will be possible for me to find and save my friend without getting killed. You were nervous, yes, but you were also determined to seek out any clues that may help you find your friend. You quickly smoothed out the creases in your dress, making yourself look presentable, like a present for the killer, or what? With renewed resolve, you knock on the door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. There's a small shuffling noise coming from within. One moment. You hear footsteps approaching. The door creaks open and a friendly face steps in front to greet you. You've seen him around town a few times, but his strikingly unusual appearance always seems to surprise you. What a cute young boy. How old is he? 12? What beautiful big red eyes he has. His name is Crow. Can I help you? His sudden question knocks you out of your stupor. Oh, yes. You pull out a fake badge with a fake identity from your pocket. Mama, take this badge from me. I'm Detective Quinn with the Border Springs Police Department. You are Crow, correct? Crow glances at your hastily made badge. For a moment, you're worried he's caught onto you, but then he gives you an affirmative smile. A little smile with closed eyes. That's me. Yes, you are right. That's you. I'm just here to ask you a few questions in pertinence to an ongoing missing persons investigation. Do you mind if I come in? Perfect, just as you'd rehearsed. He eyes you for a moment. A missing persons investigation? You nod. Your palms were beginning to feel sweaty from all the nerves. He stares at you thoughtfully for a moment. Then he smiles again. Sure thing, detective. Come on in. Crow motions for you to enter, and you eagerly do so. As you step inside, he closes the door behind you. Oh no! I'm trapped! He caught me! There's no way to escape! Will I die? Before you can have any time for yourself to look around the place, you're quickly ushered towards the guest area. Sorry for my appearance, detective. I'd just gotten home from work, so I haven't gotten to change yet. He motions towards his outfit, the standard uniform issued to the crew members at the local train station. Aha! I thought you are dressed like a delivery boy from the post office. How should I have known? I'll brew up some tea for you. Do you have any preferences? No, anything is fine, thanks though. All right, I'll be back momentarily. Make yourself comfortable. You take a seat down at the table, eyes trailing after Crow as he leaves the room. This could be a good opportunity to look around. No, not yet. Maybe I will snoop around later. You decide to play it safe and wait for a while reviewing old notes. You pull out your notebook and pen from inside your pockets and flip through the pages. Ah, there he was. Crow. You couldn't find much information on him. You weren't even able to find his last name. Maybe he doesn't have one. He has virtually no social media presence, nor any close friends who do. He seems to be the easygoing type but keeps to himself most of the time. You rub at your eyes in frustration. You'd spent the last week tailing him in secret, but that was the extent of what you found. He lives such a painfully normal and boring life that you almost felt bad for the guy. But despite all that, your instincts were telling you that he was dangerous. And that's why you are here now. Your train of thought is broken as you hear the sound of running water going off in the kitchen. I stay in my seat. Otherwise, he could catch me. All we can do is sit and wait. Unable to muster up the courage to leave your seat, you stay put in your spot, fingers nervously tapping the edge of the table. The whistling of the kettle goes off in the kitchen, and you can hear the clatter of cups and utensils as Crow prepares the tea. After a few more minutes, he returns with a silver tray in hand. He gently sets down a piping hot cup in front of you. Sugar? I'll pass. He sits down across from you. He doesn't touch his tea. Aha! That means my tea could be poisoned. What a jerk! So, what did you come to me for? I question him. I'm a detective. What else? You try to keep up your facade as a detective, asking him questions about his relationships, his personal life, his schedule and alibi. Of course, you weren't able to pick up on any inconsistencies, and your line of questioning was inefficient and lacked substance. This back and forth goes on for about half an hour before you decide to finally cut your losses and leave. You rise from your seat, tucking away your notebook and pen back into your pocket. Will that be all, Detective Quinn? You sigh and give him a small nod, making your way towards the front door. Crow trails behind you, seeing you out. There's a feeling of defeat from not having gotten anything worthwhile out of this whole encounter, but you thank him for his time anyway. Glad to have been of help, Detective. You give a half-hearted nod, as you walk across his front lawn. If you ever need more assistance with that investigation of yours, do feel free to come by for tea again sometime, Petunia Flores. Oh, he recognized me. You stumble mid-step. You never told him your real name. Maybe he is spying on you, like you are spying on him. You turn back to face him, but he was already gone. Ending 3. Playing detective. This didn't help me at all. I will try to snoop and look around now. Like a police dog, I snoop around. Eager to take advantage of his absence, you quickly leave your seat and head towards the hallway. It's a surprisingly long hallway. The place definitely looked smaller from the outside. Is he holding my friend captive? The lights are all off, save for a yellow glow coming from the last room in the hall. You nervously turn the doorknob of said room and peek inside. It's a walk-in closet. Rows of clothing are neatly hung on the closet rod. Everything is meticulously arranged by color: blue, white, black. You walk deeper into the wardrobe room, a little surprised that people actually have rooms of this size dedicated to clothing alone. And that's when you notice it. What? Your friend's body? No! Maybe a piece of evidence. Bloody gloves. Inconspicuously placed on a table full of gloves. A blood-stained pair lay out in the open. You shakily step closer to get a better look, reaching out to pick up the piece of evidence you needed. I came to grab a new pair of gloves, but I didn't expect you to have beat me to it. You nearly jump out of your skin at the sudden noise. Sheepishly, you turn to face Crow, who was leaning against the doorway. Upon your repositioning, he notices the specific article of clothing you were trying to grab. Ah, that. He smiles. I was field dressing a rabbit the other day. And don't worry, I've got a license. A license to kill? It was understandable. Many residents of Border Springs participated in the hunting of wild game during this season. But despite that, you still felt chills going down your spine. Now, I am a little uncomfortable with a young lady such as yourself going through my clothes. How about we call it a day here? I do have some matters to attend to. You nod meekly, embarrassed that he'd caught you at such a bad time, and you are swiftly escorted out of his home. Ending 2. Empty-handed. I'm not satisfied with being empty-handed. What does he have to do with my friend's disappearance? Or am I completely on the wrong trail? I wait. Now I check out the house. Maybe now I will find better proof. In case he has something to do with my friend's disappearance. Maybe he abducted her, but why? Now that it sounded like he was preoccupied with whatever was going on in the kitchen, you decided to take this time to explore the rest of the house. You quietly leave your seat, scurrying over to a dark hallway. The lights are all off, so you had quite a bit of trouble navigating from room to room. One by one, down the hall, you peeked into each room. A restroom, a storage room, a bedroom, and finally a closet. It's the same. You sigh, rubbing tiredly at your eyes. It was difficult to see anything in these conditions. As you are about to leave the closet, you slip briefly on a rug. Shoot! You quickly move to readjust the displaced floor covering, but notice something peculiar as you do. Ah, a trapdoor hidden underneath. You feel your heartbeat quicken. Cautiously, you lift up the heavy door and peer inside. Complete darkness. You take a step down. And then another. Until you reach the end. By now, your eyes have adjusted to the dim setting. There's a strange smell down here. You cover your mouth to mask the odor, but it permeates through the air regardless. Is it the smell of my friend's corpse? And then you see it. Oh no! A wall strewn with pictures of them. Crow is madly in love with my friend. Belongs to me, so adorable. I love you, mine, mine. Lots of hearts. But there's also die, die. Get rid of them. Your missing friend. Crow is a stalker. Red ink is scribbled all over every photograph. Proclamations of love towards them and threats of violence towards anyone else who dared interfere. So I am in danger. You back up a little at the sight. You froze. That wasn't you. That was Crow. It came from behind. Ah, now you've done it. I was going to let you go, you know. Detective Quinn. Or should I say Petunia Flores? I thought that humoring you in your little game of detective might satisfy that troublesome sixth sense of yours, but I can't believe you managed to sniff this place out. A shame, really a shame. Out of all the inconveniences in my way, you were still tolerable to some extent. He pulls out a needle. There's a murky substance inside. I do hope you don't take this personally. I was going to let you go, really, promise. But the circumstances have changed. And, well, I can't have you getting in the way of my love. Ending 5. Missing. Have you seen this girl? I guess. I am dead now. One ending is left. The most useless ending I've ever seen. I will wait twice again and don't snoop around. I won't check out the house. Now the most stupid thing I can do. I ask him out. Are you serious? Yes. I want to see the last ending. Buckets of sweat are dripping down your face. Crow seems a little uncomfortable at your sudden weird behavior. I came today to ask. Crow raises an eyebrow. Ask you on a date? How old are you, 13? There's a long silence between the two of you. Hopefully he doesn't say yes. Get out of my house. Yes, sir. I can boogie. Ending 4, not a dating sim. Sure. Which of these endings is the best? It's good to make it out alive. Maybe it's the best to be a coward. The more you know, the more you are in danger. I like this game, although it could show us more creepiness and horror. But it's a game in anime style, so it's okay. Keep cool, keep crazy. Don't forget to meow and think twice in case one of your friends is missing. If you take the risk to look for them.